time has come. For 300 years, we prepared, we grew stronger. While you rested in your cradle of power.
So the In the Heights trash fire continues. People are still talking about it. In the Heights disappoints in the box office, which shouldn't be a big shocker to anybody who follows this stuff because this movie had failure written all over it. And what's really funny about this movie is the fact that not only did it not do very good, it's also being called racist because of the fact that, well, they didn't have any African-American Latino presence in the film. It's very problematic, and because it's not woke enough, it's being dragged through the coals all over. How they didn't notice this when the trailers and the promotional material was out there, I don't know, but it's a big deal now. So this movie's really getting dragged through the coals, and I think it's kind of funny because of the two sides to it. One, it's colorist, it's racist, it's not doing enough. It didn't have groups A, B, C, or Y in it, which of course leads to a whole bunch of problems. But it's also surprised woke Hollywood. I don't get it. Why did it fail? I don't understand. It should have done so well. It should have done so amazing. This is what the public wants these woke vehicles. What appears not. And they still don't get it. They still don't understand it. And they still keep pushing it out. Failure after failure after failure. They keep doing this. And I find it absolutely hilarious. Hollywood's on the lowest amount of money they've ever had that they've sat on. Because there's been nothing for 2 years. And what do? They double down on everything that was bankrupting that was bankrupting them before, which I think is absolutely hilarious. It's like you're seriously shooting yourself in the foot over and over and over and over again. I'm surprised I got any toes left. So, shocking indeed. But it also appears that Disney is a little concerned here. In the Heights collapses at box office, drawing concern for Little Mermaid, which I could kind of see. So Little Mermaid coming. Let me explain the controversy for this one. In case you don't know, they're creating a live action version of The Little Mermaid. And they're, of course, swapping out the redheaded girl and giving her a more diverse casting. They're also changing a bunch of the music, from what I understand, into hip-hop beats and changing them around to make them a little bit more modern, which I really don't think people are going to appreciate. So this film is coming out probably sometime next year, I would imagine, because it's still filming. Here are some set leaks right here. This probably happens after the shipwreck where she rescues this dude. I don't remember his actual name. But Prince Eric. So she probably rescues him after the shipwreck here. That's likely what this scene is. And, maybe she'll bust out into a hip-hop rap. I don't know. Could happen. This is modern Disney. So, naturally, people are taking a look at that and kind of comparing it to this, which is a very woke, diverse musical. And saying, this happened. Is this going to happen to Little Mermaid? And that's because of the fact that the guy who wrote most of the stuff for In the Heights is also writing for Little Mermaid. Now, it's not a big connection, but the bulk of the movie is based on the songs. And you could really mess this up because as they point out in this article here, Little Mermaid is considered by many one of the greatest animated musicals ever made, and the score, as quoted here, is widely considered one of the greatest soundtracks in all of animated films. So you can really mess this up. So the thing here for this guy is you've got one bomb in the Heights, and now you have a potential bomb in Little Mermaid. And the fact that now this is one of the new woke big box office films. It was expected to be a gigantic hit. And even though like it seems like the movie didn't get much marketing, this could happen for Little Mermaid. I think that it will. I think Little Mermaid's going to likely be a flop. I think, taking out one of the most iconic looking Disney princesses, which is Ariel, the red hair, which, what is going on with Hollywood and redheads too? What's going on with that? You can't really say that they're not doing something. It's almost like if you take a comic book or an old piece of property and there's a redhead in it, well, let's just change that. Let's just make that an African American. Like that's just it seems like that's what they're doing now. And I'm surprised like redheads aren't like jumping up and getting upset about it. But Disney likely watching this situation. WDW Pro is an insider over with Disney and usually pretty spot on when it comes to this stuff. So we shall see. I'm looking forward to the box office for Little Mermaid. And the cool thing about Little Mermaid is we should have a fully powered box office by the time that movie drops. People are pretty willing to go back to the theaters. We see that now. Theaters are slowly coming back, which I got to say I'm glad I was wrong about. I didn't think they were going to be able to come back, but it seems like there is some life breathing back into them, despite streaming. HBO Max is, streaming with some of these movies. However, In the Heights doesn't seem to benefit from it. But I'm not blaming HBO Max for In the Heights failure. In the Heights failure is due to marketing and a few other things. Mostly, let's make this a big woke fest and see if it pushes the movie. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And as always, I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.